Good afternoon, world. How's everyone doing today? This is the J-MELO report, and we're doing it on Halloween today. Alright, first off, we got a couple of singles that are coming out next month. Actually, one comes out in about 2 days, and it is the single Spice from the pop idol group Perfume. I had a chance to listen to that last night, and it's a very good single, believe it or not. Plus 2 and E1, that's number 2, and E number 1 has a single coming out called To Go Away. That comes out on the 16th in Japan, which will be the 15th here in the US. And also AKB48 had a single come out earlier last week called Kaze wa Fuiteru on the 25th. So, what happened on this week? Well, that's a very simple answer. This week we, of course, finished up in LA with Joe in UNA. Some of this that were performed by Jade and Juju called Eternity Begins with a Single Second. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the piece. We're going to, God knows I'll butcher it. We also had a song from Orianthi and Kylee. Now, Kylee is actually a Japanese American, and Orianthi is a artist from the land down under. Yes, Australia. That was actually one of the more interesting things because it proves, in my opinion, to the world that the entire scope of J-pop not just goes through Japan, it goes all over the world anymore, including the US and apparently now Australia, but who would have known? We also had Joe and Yuetta performing a song called Closer. He also, that was another good song. We also took a trip to a radio station in LA, which is the only 24-hour Japanese music station in the entire country. It is called TJS, and it is based out of LA, which is interesting because you would have thought that, you know, there would be one also maybe in New York or Philadelphia, but no. LA is the only city in this country right now that has a 24-hour Japanese radio station. If you live outside of LA, I'm sure you could probably find a website for it. And what is very interesting when Joe stopped by that radio station is he found out that, you know, not only do they like the modern music, but they also like a lot of the classics. It went from because there was some requests from the 1970s, and also 1985. We also got to go to a song festival called the U.S. Karaoke Red and White Festival. The white team was the men's team, and the red team was the girls' team. And this year the men won. Which again, it's got to be interesting because let's say you're not a native Japanese speaker, right? And I was thinking about this. Let's say you're not a native Japanese speaker. It sometimes can be very hard to actually sing the songs properly. God knows, I'm going to admit that right now. So, what do you think it's like when you're singing on stage and you're trying to sing the songs and you're in front of about, I don't know, a couple thousand people, a couple thousand people? Yeah, I'd be thinking the same thing. But anyways, I believe that covers most everything for this week's program. as also with the singles that will be coming out next month. Now next week we're going. It's J-MELO and NHK Kaze. Guests will be I know I probably just butchered it, but guests will be Suichi Hidano, Kikani Daiko. Let's see here. You know what? And the Music Discovery Music Jacket Gallery 2011 from Team J-MELO, we're going to have Ai Takiwa and also a manga band project going on. And also we'll be hearing from a group called the Lifelines. So that show will be on the 6th here in the US and the 7th worldwide. I will see you all. If I don't see you on Sunday night, I will see you Monday afternoons for the report. Until then, my friends, you all have a good day. Sayonara.